Þorgeirsson. Valberg skorar. Valberg Gunnarsson hefur skorað. Ragnar Bergeirsson og skoðaðar. Glæsilega. Óskar Rafn á móti Bjarna. Og Bjarni með góða sendingu fyrir og Haraldur Ingólfsson.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Best Pod Ever. Again, just me, Tryggvi, and again, a small cold, so won't be the biggest episode ever, but it's also because we're trying something different this season. We're going to try to do these sort of preview prediction episodes as well before the rounds, so split it up a little bit. Let us know what you think about that format instead of doing a long show after each game. I think it's also, when you have rounds exactly like this, where you have a round already now on Wednesday, Thursday, and then again on Sunday, Monday, we're going to have a lot of these in the summer. So maybe we're thinking maybe it's good to split it out a little bit like that, but let us know what you think. So let's get started. The Cup happened since we last spoke. Not anything huge happened, apart from the fact that Víkingur, the perennial cup finalists, if not maybe champions, were knocked out. The first hurdle against Vestmannaeyjar, IBVF. That's quite big. IBVF, newly promoted team, started the season okay, but just got their first point against Afturelding, a fellow newly promoted team. So for them to just knock Víkingur out 3-0. Not a weakened side, injury hit side maybe, but not a weakened side by any stretch of the imagination. So a huge upset. The other almost upset was the game that I watched, Stjarnan against Njarðvík. I thought Njarðvík played really well, really interesting to watch, but then Stjarnan pulled ahead 2-1 and that was probably it, right? But then Njarðvík came back and was leading 3-2. Up until the 93rd minute, 95th minute, it was the last second of the game. A cross came in. The goalkeeper just completely misjudged it. Hit the ball straight at the feet, or not, kind of, at the feet of Örvar, who did a sort of semi-acrobatic finish to tie the game up for Stjarnan, and then you felt that Njarðvík had kind of expended their energy, their fight there, and then as soon as Stjarnan went 4-3 up in the extra time, unfortunately. Again, not wanting to knock Stjarnan up, but I thought Njarðvík was really impressive. So more disappointing to lose them so early than to see Stjarnan go through. Another one, Vestri, sort of squeaking through against Háká on penalties. Is that an upset? That's almost an upset. I don't know. It wouldn't have been insane if Háká would have knocked them out, but Vestri have started the season well and continue to do so. And then, as we spoke, is FH being knocked out of the cup? Is that an upset? What do you expect from FH these weeks, these months, this season? Knocked out against Fram. Tight-ish game, but yeah, Fram probably deserved that. Fram continue to look good. FH disappointed with some of the refereeing. Might have something on that, but yeah, I don't know. Also just disappointing from them to not put up more of a fight, as many people have said. They have a good opportunity to put that disappointment behind them against KR at home. I know KR have, interesting at least, but they have been playing a lot of youngsters, a lot of people out of position. Ásbjörn now has been confirmed as being out for the next few weeks as well, so that's another injury. But people like Matthias Prast has played in the weekend. Finnur Thomas is expected to be back, so some people are coming back slowly but surely, but they keep losing up other players. So there's a chance that they might be quite a rotated team. Aron Sigurðarson is still suspended. So if I have a chance there to at least run at this KR side and cause some some trouble, but I would not bet against Kauer scoring against this FO team at the moment. So some goals will be in that game, but let's get back to that later. We have an interesting new feature. And then other games in this weekend. Breiðablik Stjarnan will be huge. Breiðablik started well, then had a terrible blip against Fram. Put that a little bit behind them in the cup, winning 4-0 against Fjölnir, 5-0 against Fjölnir. So they'll be hoping to bounce back fully against Stjarnan, home against Stjarnan. But Stjarnan, like I said, had a very tough game against Njarðvík going into extra time, but have started the season well. Let's see if they have enough in them to take on this Breiðablik side. Valur Káa will be quite interesting for teams that both need points. IBF Fram as well. That's two sides that have, especially with IBF coming off that cup win and Fram coming off this great start to the season, or at least last two games being really great. Let's see how that goes. And then after that, they continue their bad luck of being forced to play the top teams in the league. So they, after a short reprieve against IBF and then a 5-0 win as Höttur Huginn, they're back to playing a big team. So they're hosting Víkingur. So that'll be huge for Mosung. And then EF Vestri as well. That's gonna be a tight game. That's gonna be a fight. But that's what I think. Or we're gonna try for this week at least, and we'll see how this goes, and we'll see how maybe we can get something else. But for this week, we asked Google's AI to predict this weekend's games. I want to stress that this is not done in any sort of betting sense. We're not encouraging betting. We've come out several times over the last few seasons with our sort of not full against betting, but we're with our concerns with the whole betting system in football. So this is not a segment meant to encourage that at all. And please, if you intend to bet on any of these games, please do so responsibly and reach out if you feel like you have any issues, and even just to us, you can write to us, and we'll do whatever we can to help. But with that caveat out of the way, what does Google think about the Icelandic league? EF Vestri, close game. EF win, 2-1 win. Sorry to the Vestri fans. FH at a 2-2 goal draw. So that's goals at least. Valur Káa 3-1. Valur win. Breiðablik Stjarnan 3-2, high scoring affair to win to Breiðablik. IBF Fram a tight 1-1 draw, and after that Víkingur 0-2 for Víkingur. If we can get actual people to help us with these predictions, if someone listening wants to try their hand at predicting, we'd absolutely love that. It seems that it's more interesting than letting our AI overlords having a go. But for now, we just wanted to see how semi-accurate. Let's see how accurate AI can be in predicting these games. Doesn't seem wildly inaccurate, or less wildly crazy. But as one of the texts in the prediction say, Fram can be unpredictable, which is true. That goes with a lot of teams in this league. So we'll see how this goes. No big news. We'll cover that after the round. I think the two biggest news we'll talk about is Valur. They've added two signings. So they've added young defender Stefán Gísli Stefánsson has been added to their roster. A young defender born in 2006 has played some youth international games for Iceland, joining Valur, and it'll be very interesting to see. Hopefully he gets some game time. There's been a lot of, not a lot, there's been moves like this, right, to not just Valur, and I don't want to just pick on Valur, it's been to Káa as well, it's been to a lot of teams. Maybe they don't get enough, they're not trusted, especially teams that aren't winning every day. So I really hope he can get some game time, because he seems like a very interesting player. And then another signing they brought, which he played in the cup, was Adamir. He scored in the cup, I think, as well. And a 3-1 win against how that goes. Maybe just lastly, because we are officially a Coward podcast, as everyone knows, Coward just wanted to add that, Coward winning Kawa, fourth division side Kawa, so let's not get too excited. But two and a half things that happened fittingly. 11-0 is the highest ever win in recorded Kawa history, beating 10-0 win from 66, I think, that my dad went to see. He told me a story yesterday that he saw that game, came home to his parents. His dad asked, how did the game go? He said 10-0, and his dad got so upset with him because he assumed that he was lying. And then my dad got super upset with my granddad because he was upset because he didn't like that he didn't believe that Coward could win a game 10-0. So causing family drama since the 60s. And then the two 15-year-olds, Alex Darab and Sigurður Breki we spoke about last time, but he started again and scored. But Alexander Darab, so that's like the half, and then Alexander Darab, the big one, scored kind of a hat trick. I think in theory one of them was sort of registered as an own goal, but we'll choose to ignore that for now, because if he did score a hat trick, vibes hat trick, he according to an article on RÚV, on the Icelandic National News Service, he is the second ever youngest scorer of a hat trick in world football, or men's world football at least, which is insane. It's just one of those things that probably, if you start digging even deeper, it might not be true, and he didn't even score the hat trick. But I just thought to mention it. It was very, very cool. So two names to look out for there. But that's it. We'll be back to look over the third round of games that finish on Thursday night. So hopefully Friday, Saturday we'll be back before the Sunday round of games, Sunday, Monday round of games. Game football hitting us fast at the moment, so we'll try to be in your feed as much as possible. But maybe sort of irregular times, a bit like this, or we try to do some new things, try to split things up a little bit. But please let us know what you think. We appreciate any sort of feedback. We love the feedback we're getting already. I love the interaction, and if you want to take on AI, if you want to take on the prediction duties for next time, please let us know. That'd be a lot of fun. All right, that's enough of my raspiness. We'll talk to you soon, and happy Easter. Goodbye.